Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Getting here, y'all. Getting around. It's time to get around, baby. Mm. If you know, you know. Getting around, baby. All right. Time to get this message out. Mm. There's a lot going on, y'all. Energetically, there's so much going on. Once you start seeing people as energy, it'll be easier to detach. Okay? Once you start taking all them labels and all this stuff that society has put on people to keep you um sleep, these are energies. I don't care about the memories you got with these energies. You may be getting memories about someone that has negative energy. This person spiritually is sending you this stuff. Okay, but we dwell on more than this realm. Okay? It don't matter if their avatar and who they are on this realm is asleep or not. It doesn't stop them in other realms from operating against you. Okay? So if you are in a toxic situation, you've realized it, you've been abused, this person is slowing you down, is energetically pulling you down, okay, but it feels hard for you to release them. Start to look at them as energy. Is this energy that I want to keep dealing with? Stop looking at them as a person and look at them as as uh, a energy. It gets easier if you look at someone as an energy instead of all the false illusions that they've attached to their are. Okay? There's someone that you need to release, and you may be having a hard time releasing. Just because you believe in the illusions, you believe in that energy, you're believing those experiences, the treatment. Okay, maybe in your past life you were treated this way and never escaped this toxicity that this person is showing you. People are just mirrors, okay? Like I said, there's this idea around soulmates and twin flames that keep people stuck with them, that keep people attaching to them, okay, when they are just mirrors. They are just energies that can mirror things about you. That's why they feel familiar. That's why they feel comfortable. Okay? But these people, in most circumstances, they are not meant for you to be with. They are sent to teach you lessons. These people were sent to teach you lessons. We got the moon coming out. Okay? We got the moon coming out. Okay, I'm washing some clothes, y'all. But we got the moon coming out to light up the path, to trigger your intuition. Okay, remember I told you the moon and the sun is alignment. Okay, the moon and the sun call you back into alignment. Alright, the moon comes to light up the path, to give you that intuition. Okay, that's why you may be having dreams. When do people dream the most? When they go to sleep at night. Alright? Yeah, because when you're asleep at night, the moon is operating. Okay? The moon you them dreams and exposing people to you. Okay? I feel like the moon triggers change. Like I said, you got to change something so that you can get back in alignment. Something may feel like a mystery, like you're trying to solve something. Okay, you may be in a relationship with certain people, and it could be family or lovers. Okay, these are all energies and all spirits. All right, separated by labels. Okay, and illusions. That's happening around you are energies that are inside of vessels, all right, that have been labeled. And this is how they get away with so much, treating you so bad, walking on you, because these labels are illusions. What did I tell? When I was a kid, I remember being a child, and people would say, well, that's your mama or your cousin. And I would say, I don't care what the label is. I was 6 years old. Talk about, I don't care what the label is. How are they treating me? Y'all got to get in that mindset of, I don't care what the label is. How am I being treated? Is this person showing up as a mother, or what I would feel a mother is? Is this person showing up as a husband or a wife? Are they acting that out? Or are they acting out enemy ways? If they are acting like enemies, that's what the heck they are. Learn how to change the labels, since labels are there to create these illusions. I feel like labels keep people more stuck than they realize. I think labels were created to attach or make it difficult for people to detach. Okay? Learn how to detach no matter what the label is. Trust your intuition. The moon is coming up to light the path up again for you, so you can get back in alignment, so that you can see everything around you, so that you can see all the illusions. It's time for some type of change. All right, people may be using tricks and lies to keep you off of this path. This energy is going to use anybody that will accept it as that's energy. So stop thinking that people, they just being used. They didn't mean it. They mean every bit of it. Because the energy can only use someone who is operating in that way. These energies are trying to confuse you, trick you, and lie to you to get you out of alignment with your purpose, your path. So your imagination, okay, these truths that are going to come out that are secrets. Some people may be telling you some secrets, some truthful secrets at this time. Okay, they are coming through to free you, to open up your mind, to get you to see people for who they really are. Okay, right now you are seeing people for who they are, because the moon is coming to expose. Trust your intuition, your dreams. And like I said, if it feels like a mystery, you need to question it. Okay? If it feels like you putting puzzle pieces together, you about to figure something out. Alright, there's something that some of you guys are trying to figure out, and your intuition and your dreams are going to expose these peoples, these ways. Okay, we got the 6 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, delays. These people want delays for you. This energy is trying to delay you. Okay, this energy is trying to delay you, cause trouble. Okay, you may feel like you are going against crowds of people or communities of people. Like you're fighting against communities of people, crowds of people, and it's because you're trying to move forward away from the old ways, the programming, okay? For some of y'all, it's going to be you against the world because you are right and leaving those people behind. You have become in tune with self. That's why you gotta choose yourself. That's why you're gonna be being called selfish. All right, you might be being called selfish, treated like you're selfish. People may be starting to be mad and triggered because you're moving forward and they can't go. This is like the Walking Dead, baby. All right? This is going to be like the Walking Dead for some of y'all because you were so people pleasing and you attracted all these apps. All these people that you used to deal with and have come across when you were this different version of yourself, most of these people about to turn into apps. And that's why I would just say, don't reveal any more about yourself to anybody at this time. They just gonna use it against you. Remember, everything that you share can be used against you. So people may be using things against you at this time to cause these delays. Okay? Yeah, these delays, you might feel stuck. You might feel like there's one issue after another. And it's because you come from this old foundation of programming, thinking, the way that society wants you to. Okay? You coming out of all, it's like you coming out of the dirt, baby. All right, allow all these things to just come on through and happen. You are powerful. You gonna make it through all this stuff. You hear me? Some of you guys are becoming influencers, rising up, and these false people sitting in these positions that you belong in as a collective chosen body. Star seeds, talented, gifted. These people are trying everything to put you to sleep so that you can go back down in the dirt while they continue to create generational wealth, stealing your gifts, your talents, and your energy. Okay, so it's time to rise up. The come for what's yours. All right, because I'm coming for what's mine, baby. See where I'm going with it? I'm coming for what's mine. It's got my antler, baby. I ain't playing. Look at this rock I found, y'all. Why do I like rock so much? I've been rock hounding. Okay, I've been rock hounding. You know, these rocks be tools from our ancestors. Artifacts. You better get into it. You better get into it. Some of you guys are in a spiritual war. Sleeping with the enemy. Well, that wouldn't surprise me. Okay, believing in yourself will set you free. They glitching out the matrix, honey. Let's get into it. It's the Shanita frequency. Make sure you following me. Make sure you getting that description. There's different ways to support me. monetarily. I have an Amazon list. All right, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna start doing my readings. Okay, personal readings are coming. All right, I'm getting everything set up. I'm just getting myself together here, and we're gonna get into some things. It's time to wake up, y'all. If you coming in contact with this video, it's time for you to wake it up. All right, wake up. Stop playing with your time. You was sent here to do something. Get your lazy behind on up. All right. Get your lazy butt up. Wake up. Get in your purpose. You are running out of time, baby. Okay? Every day you are running out of time. All right? Y'all like my dear antler? Man, do I be channeling. This is an antenna, baby. From nature. My dog keep trying to eat it, but baby, you ain't getting this back. It's mine, baby. Finders keepers, losers suck. All right. Anyway, we gonna pull this dead antler out. All right, we gonna pull the antler out. All right, let's get into this message. Some of y'all are sleeping with your enemy. Some of y'all, this person was sent just to stop you, baby. If you with somebody and all it feels like is your life is delayed, get rid of them, baby. It's just that simple. You ain't even got to think that hard. Trust the energy. If they holding you back, bye. There's a spiritual war, baby. And you can feel it all around you. All right? You are a spiritual being. You have been here many times. This ain't your first round. Okay, you just been put to sleep and you don't believe it. You're not remembering. Okay, you're being called to connect with self so that you can remember who you are, why you're here, and what your purpose is. What you think, you just came into this world for nothing? Just think about that. You think that you just here for no reason at all. You got a body, a brain, all that, and you just here. Your mom and daddy got their freak on, huh? That's what you thinking. Baby, come on now. Wake up. All right. They glitching out the matrix. The people are glitching. The people who have worked against you, and some of them y'all don't even know. Some of them are the very people whose music that you listen to. Them people that y'all look up to. Cause y'all feel like they above you somehow. They ain't above you. You believe they above you. You're putting them above you. So if you're the one putting them above you, who has the power? Who has the power? Somebody glitching, baby. In bad health. And if they don't stop, they gonna cease to exist. Because ultimately they are working up against themselves. They are fighting something bigger. Because you are chosen, because you are heavily protected, because your ancestors guide you daily, because you're in alignment. My ancestors sent me this. My ancestors sent me this because I was thinking about how I could connect more. They sent me this. Okay, you better wake up. It's time to wake up, dodo birds. All right? Wake it up. Get them brain cells working. Okay, I know the processed food and then I know the processed food. You know what I'm saying? Get some fruit up in there. I'm telling you. Eat some fruit so your mind can wake up. The fruit give you information because the fruit is alive. Processed food ain't got no information in it or nothing. This is why flies eat poop, for information. Alright? See where I'm going with it? Somebody glitching up out of here because they keep messing with you. And you might not even know about it because your ancestors might feel like you don't even need to know about it. Alright? Because you need to keep moving and moving things forward. Some of you are here to free people. Some of you are here to create generational wealth. Not to be working for everybody but yourself. Alright, let them lazy people get out there and work for themselves, baby. Alright, let them lazy folks get up and pick their own cat. See where I'm going with it? What Will Smith said in the Wild Wild West, well, you wasn't going to get your big fat white behind up and pick that cat yourself. Alright? That's my movie. Shady. Alright, no shade to the white folks because I love y'all. Alright? I love everybody. So I'm not being shady. I'm just saying that as a black person, we need to worry about how we gonna build our stuff. Alright, we deserve to build our own things and have our own things. Okay, we deserve to take our energy back. Build up white people stuff. Alright, it's time to take our energy and start building our own stuff. Alright, we need our own grocery stores and stuff. We deserve it. And we'll let everybody come up in there and shop. We wouldn't even mess with nobody. Alright, that's not our nature. Alright, but anyway, let's get back on topic because y'all know I got that ADHD. Alright, so I'm going to be right back. Alright, I'm coming back. Alright, we got they glitching, baby. See where I'm going with it? They glitching on up out of chair. Alright, because they ain't learned their lesson. They haven't learned that you wasn't the 1, 2, or the daggone 3. And now that you woke up and the ancestors that came through, alright, they really shouldn't be messing with you. Okay, see, somebody liked you when you was asleep, baby. Somebody liked you when you was beat down, insecure, abandoned, maybe even on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might have beat drug addictions, and now you see that somebody is bringing that crack and stuff back around to get you back on it. Alright, that's why they tell you change people, places, and things. They already know. They already know the people jealous that you might have been leaning on, but you didn't know more. See where I'm going? And put them drugs down and chose yourself, and they could never do what you did because they ain't got the love and support and that fire to do it. All right? Yeah, there's people out here jealous because somebody put the drugs down and they couldn't put them down. All right? What they should be looking for is support and love, but instead they gonna hate on you. Okay, they gonna hate on you. We got the Temperance card and the Judgment card. Alright, some of y'all done called Judgment. I'm telling you, somebody ancestors done called the Judgment form, baby. Alright, somebody ancestors done called Judgment. Man, somebody ancestors said, we ain't playing. Why we got such and such attention, why they in tune and they ain't sleep no more. Alright, why they waking up to the information. And they in this awareness. We are going to call the daggone judgment. All right, it's up. It is up. Okay, some of y'all have been, doing things in moderation. Like I said, you may have addictive personalities, right? Where you may be going too far. You couldn't find balance, but some of you guys are finding balance. Okay, being patient, being careful, thinking about your decisions. You may not have thought about your decisions in the past because people was rushing you or you felt like you had to rush. Okay, but now you've learned and you're becoming more patient, more vigilant, finding balance. Okay, willing to compromise if the situation is right. Okay, your energy is more calm and peaceful. Okay, and because you're in this energy, for some of you guys, judgment is coming through. All right, judgment is coming through and it's causing this rebirth, growth, a new direction has come into play. You are no longer on the same path. Okay? A new path has opened up because of your patience and your balance. That means that it didn't take you that long to complete that path. You are completing these pathways in life quicker because of the energy that you're choosing to exude yourself in. Okay, you are one with your soul. All right, it's no longer taking all this time to understand how important your energy is. All right, you got it. You got it. Somebody come and they give you that negative energy, you transmuting it, you using it, you getting them up out your face. You don't care who it is. Because nobody is more important than how you vibrate. You are being angelically guided into this new version of yourself. I just want to give y'all a round of daggone applause. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. You learning. You caring about how you feel. You putting yourself first. Congratulations. A new direction is coming in. You are transitioning. And you are going to feel it. You're going to become proud of yourself. You're going to say, man, look at how I handled that. Look at how I handled that. Look at how aware I am. Because I'm not pressured. Right? Because I'm not impulsive. You see what I'm saying? The energy changes. The energy changes the reality. The energy changes the reality. Some of you guys were stressed, strained out, letting people stress you out. Some of y'all was on drugs because people stressed you the hell out. I'm telling you. I know somebody who ain't here no more because they let their family stress them out and they had to go use some drugs to try to find some daggone balance. All right? I know somebody who ain't here right now because they let people stress them out. Y'all said not me. It ain't about to be me. And that's why you growing. Moving towards the things that you want. You allowed the ending of something to come through. You said, bye, Negro. All right, get up out my energy. All right, bye. I ain't want you anyway. Let go. We got lovely day. Okay, some of y'all decided to let go because your reality and what you wanted it to look like was more important. You may have had to let people go, and now you feel like you can stop and smell the flowers. You can stop and enjoy life. You can actually hear the birds chirping now. You couldn't even hear it before. You want to know why? Because you was under all that pressure. You couldn't take the time to enjoy life. So this lovely day or these lovely moments are coming in because you chose to let go. You chose to let go of the things that no longer served your energy. It is about your energy. How do you want to feel? What do you want life to feel like? Okay? Proud of y'all. Proud of y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Look. Release burdens this time. Some of y'all being called to release them burdens so that the very burdens they put on you can be returned to them. Because these burdens aren't yours. They don't belong to you. You don't come into this world burdened. Look at them babies. They chilling. They ain't burdened with nothing. You the one got the word feeding them and stuff. You don't come in this world burdened. You allow yourself to become burdened by carrying things that don't belong to you. Because you can only attract with your own energy enough for you. It's when you let everybody put their things on you that you become burdened. And it's because you're not supposed to be carrying other people's mess. It's theirs. They have their own energy that carries it. Stop letting people burden you. It's not your job to save the world. All right? They lying. Somebody just lying, damn it. All right, you know they lying. You know they lying. Okay? You ain't even got to ask. They ain't going to tell. A liar is not going to tell you the truth about lying. So stop asking lying mofos is they lying. Yeah, they lying. Yeah, they lying. That's why your energy telling you that they lying. All right, stop letting these people play with you and let them lie to themselves. All right, if they want to tell lies, that's fine, but you ain't going to tell them in my energy. Okay, you ain't going to be telling a bunch of lies in my energy, creating illusions. Lies create illusions. Some of y'all are bound. All right, some of y'all are bound. Dependent on somebody, unhealthy involvements, greed, lust, overeating. Look at all the mukbangs and stuff. I had to get that up off my timeline. All that eating and stuff. Next thing you can see them in the comments. Man, I just ate, but I'm hungry again. Man, now I need a McChicken, even though they nasty. All right. That's what these timelines are terrible. You got to come up off that social media. It ain't nothing but a bunch of programming. For obesity, for bad health, there are some good channels like the Shanita Frequency. See where I'm going with it? Yeah, I hype myself up. What we talking about? Because ain't nothing like me, baby. All right, you better get to know it. You better get to know it. Because before I would get on here and eat all them chips and all that mess with y'all, we would have a salad mukbang. I'm telling you some real stuff. We be eating some fruit. All right? You got to watch out watching all that stuff. But they don't tell you about the health problems they get. Tell them show their ankles after they eat all that daggone stuff. Show me your ankles. All right? Slide back from the table. Let me see how your gut's sitting on your knees. Let's see that part. All right, show me your my chart and what your high blood pressure is. After you done ate all that butter and all that mess. They ain't gonna tell you that part. At least if I did that, I would tell y'all the truth. I'd be like, y'all, listen, I got indigestion. All right, I show y'all me taking some Pepto-Bismol. I'm just that type of girl. All right? But they ain't gonna show you the good. I mean the bad. They gonna show you the good. And then you gonna wonder why your ankles is swole up. Because you're 65 eating crab seafood mukbangs. That's why. Okay? So don't fall for this social media and all this mess on it. Alright? There's nothing wrong with enjoying social media. But I feel like some of you guys are bonded and binded to social media. Some of you guys are missing out on your real life. Because you too worried about what's happening on that daggone phone. Some of y'all are a slave to your phone. Alright? You are a slave to your phone. Spend time in reality. Okay? Spend time loving on people. Alright? That love you. Stop creating all these parasocial false relationships. These people don't give a daggone about you. They ain't giving you no good advice. Okay, they just want the clicks and the views. They don't care nothing about your health or you doing what's best. It's in reverse. There's somebody acting like it's just who they are. All right, we see that it's a performance, honey. But I'm about to pull the curtain on you. See where I'm going with it? There's somebody that needs the curtain pulled on their performing behind. Alright, somebody is performing and fake. Alright? Somebody is performing and fake. Okay, you may have some animosity towards this person and it's warranted. Okay, this fake person has worked up against somebody time and time again. Okay, you may have let this person back in. You better kick them out because it's a performance, baby. You got to learn that some people, when you forgive them and let them back in, they think that they need to tap dance again. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with people who perform, baby. And don't show you their genuine self. And when they do show you their genuine self, let me tell you something about people who perform. They know they're not likable. That's why they performing. They performing because they know that people really don't like them, that their energy isn't great. So they put on a false representatives. They put on a false representative because they know the real them is trash. Alright, there's somebody who's trash and they're performing and you got this negative energy about them because you don't trust the performance, baby. Curtains closed on them. Alright, if somebody betrayed you and showed you who they are and you know they fake, just let them go, baby. We got the King of Wands, baby. Alright, look at the cat up there. Yeah, the cat The cat is in tune with the spiritual realm, baby. All right, the cat is in man, there's this energy, right? I'm getting like there's this energy. Like there's somebody who is on demon time. This may be a lover, okay? This could be a lover, it could be others. Okay, somebody who faking like they love you and they supposed to be with you. This person insecure, baby. All right, they just want somebody to be with them so that they won't be alone and have to look at how dirty, nasty, and trifling they really are. All right, you are a distraction for somebody who is a dirty, nasty, funky thing. All right, just dirty, nasty, funky. Don't just. Oh, all right. Just don't care nothing about nothing. All right, this draining, nasty, filthy, dirty, uh, energy. Okay, this person need a spiritual bath. All right, the hell with the Dove soap. This person need a daggone spiritual bath. Okay, some sage. All right, and something else. All right, maybe we should take some pages from the Bible and put it in a tub with them. I don't know. All right, they just got some nasty, dirty, nasty energy. All right, this person wants you to stop whatever it is that you got to do. All right, they don't like the fact that you creative. They don't like the fact that you are focused. All right, you cannot trust this person. This person may be trying to make it where they want you to not trust yourself. All right, this person understands that you are working on the trust between you and self. They don't want you to trust yourself. They want you back, and it's a for y'all who have been on drugs, okay, and some of your life, and you are fighting. You may still be fighting with them demons, okay, because them drugs and stuff, they bring demons and spirits into your reality. There's somebody who wants you in that energy for some of you guys. Okay, for some of you guys, it could be a slave mentality. All right, a slave mentality. You got to remember that, if you are black, we were in slavery. So that stuff didn't just go away. Okay, this is why you got to talk with your ancestors, light some candles, talk to them. Okay, don't be afraid to talk to your ancestors. All right, and get guidance. All right, but some of you guys are dealing with slave mentality that was placed on your lineage. Okay, that was placed on your bloodline. All right, and you are attracting these people who exude this energy, okay, of bonding through traumas, through negativity. You got to release these energies. All right, you got stuff to do. You don't have time to waste. All right, we ain't got no time to waste. It's time to move forward. This path may feel lonely, all right, but you're going to be happier. Look, we got curtain call. Didn't I say it's time to pull the curtains? Didn't I say it's time to pull the curtains on this performer? Yeah, I'm getting somebody tap dancing right on off the stage. You know how they would come out on the cartoons with the with that hook and pull the people off the stage, or the cartoon, they would pull the pig, Porky Pig or somebody, they'd pull them off the stage, they be tap dancing, they just yank them off. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to go, baby. The time is up. Meet. That's all, folks. Okay. Meet. That's all, folks. All right. We see you, boo. Okay, the ancestors telling me everything. We see you performing. What a fool. All right, to think they can come up in your energy faking and smiling. Man, if you don't get up out of here, this a robot. All right, yeah, and this goes for some of them daggone celebrities who are puppets too. Y'all robots. All right, y'all robots for money. It's ridiculous. For some dead presidents, y'all up there being trolled. All right, got the Pinocchio strings, Geppetto behind the scenes. All right, all over some money that you ain't never gonna be able to pass on, truly get. Man, imagine selling your soul for not a daggone thing. Imagine coming to find out the whole time that you was already free. Man, it's the biggest. Listen, let me get back to what I'm doing, okay? Let me just go and get back. Robots in your energy. All right, there's robots in your energy. There's nothing there. Okay, something else is pulling the strings. See where I'm going with it? You dealing with somebody ain't got no soul. They just being, yeah, they just being manipulated by all any energy or spirit outside of this realm can just use that vessel. Okay, that's why they might look like they got multiple personalities. Yeah, because they got multiple spirits operating. Ain't nothing there. That's an empty vessel, baby. Anything can jump in and out of that thing. You understand what I'm saying? Anything can jump in and out of that vessel. Okay, somebody detached a long time ago from that vessel, and now something else is operating. All right, so you got to be careful. Start to look in people's eyes. Do they look dead? All right, do you see any lights in the eyes? All right, some of y'all with somebody you ain't even never look in the eyes. All right, look these people in the eyes and see if there's some light in there. All right, tap them on the forehead and see if there's something there. All right, some of these people ain't got nothing there, baby. It's empty. All right, we got suspect. Look, and he working hard. Somebody is working hard, working with everybody around you. Okay? Somebody is working with everybody around you. You may suspect it too. Because that's the energy that I'm getting. It's like, because the moon then came out to trigger the intuition. Okay, you may be suspecting that somebody, it feels like somebody, like you working with, like, you know, like you, like I can't see it in a 3D, right? But why do I feel like you working with my family? Or why do I feel like you working with people I don't like? Even though in this realm they may not be. Okay, they may be operating in another dimension, another realm. Because you got to remember, we spirits. Okay? Remind yourself, we are spirits. These people be jumping from body to body. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right? I ain't going to tell you no lie, baby. You got to be careful of what you are allowing to attach to you. Stop falling for the smiles. Stop falling for the nice, kind words. Okay? Really get to know who it is that you are bringing around you in your energy. And loyalty is everything. Okay? If they not loyal, you can't trust them. Period. Okay? People make excuses as to why people can flip-flop and all that. Loyalty or nothing for me. All right, because I'm going to give it to you back. All right, if energy is not being reciprocated, they got to go. That means they draining. Okay, what do they say? You can't pull You can't love somebody, right, until you love yourself. All right? You can't keep filling a glass that's half empty. Eventually, ain't gonna be nothing in it. All right? So there's somebody working with people around you. It may be a lover, okay, who is coming to your reality to stop you from moving forward. These people know that you here to change a dynamic. Okay, these people know that you are here to create generational wealth. They know that you here to change the world, to change something. Okay, and they don't want that change. They don't want to see that change. Okay, some of y'all can't see how big your existence truly is. But you are here with a big purpose. Okay, it may seem small to you, but it's bigger than you could ever imagine. All right, I'm going to pull 2 more cards. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to come back, though. I'm going to come back, but I got to get this walk in with my doggy. All right, it is hot, y'all. Jesus Christ. All right, thank you, ancestors, for being here. Thank you for being here, supporting us and loving us, okay? Bringing these messages forward. Yeah, because we need these messages. We need this guidance. All right, thank you, ancestors. I appreciate you so much for your time. Okay, for your time, baby. I truly appreciate you for supporting me in my path. All right, and thank your ancestors and your angels, you know. We got the 8 of man, look at this, y'all. I knew this was coming, okay? I knew this money was coming. Some of y'all about to get some money. I knew this. I knew this. I've been feeling it. It's been all on my phone, okay? Pay attention to the things that you are hearing around you, the way that you feel. Okay, if you've been thinking about getting some money, or you've been thinking about money coming in, okay, if you've been summoning money, if you've been doing rituals to get money, okay, if you've been talking power into getting money, okay, because that's something else you got to do. Stop saying you broke and all that. That's an illusion. You ain't never broke. You are the currency. You are the money. You are the flow. Okay? So make sure you paying attention to your word. And I feel like somebody have been working on the words that they say and how they feel about money. And it's pushing this abundance, this comfort, this wealth, this success in. I've got a couple of confirmations on this. Okay, some of you guys may be coming into family property is what I'm saying. Okay, somebody might be getting some property because someone passed on, like some inheritance. Okay, I'm getting like wealth, money, land. Okay, this success is coming in. This stability. This may be an increase in your salary. Okay, keep vibrating in that happy. Keep choosing things that make you happy. I told you, I've been buying myself flowers. It keeps me happy. It's almost like the flowers send me energy to be happy. They brighten up my day. You see what I'm saying? Do things that brighten up your day so you can push this wealth in. Okay, because that's the energy of wealth, right? The energy of wealth is happiness, is stability, is comfort. All right, so you need to do things that bring that energy in. Okay, but money is coming in for some of you guys. All right, that have been working on it, that have been trying to bring it in. All right, that have been taking action is what I'm getting towards that new job venture or the things that are going to create this wealth for your family. Okay, some of you want to leave money for your kids and your grandkids. All right, keep vibrating high. That's where the money is. The money is in high vibration. Why do you think that poverty is low vibrational? Because the money don't want to be, is not in low vibration. The money is in high vibration. Okay? The money is in high vibration. You'll even find people that come up out the hood, but they was vibrating high while they were in the hood, right? And then they were able to come up out of it and have money. So it's about the vibration. You don't have to vibrate per your circumstances. Okay, because some of you guys may be on Section 8 or going through things, right? Yeah, you can come up out of it. All right, because you are royalty. It's already yours. It's already yours. Okay? It's your birthright. It's your birthright to be wealthy. Okay? Stop playing. And understand that you thinking about this wealth because it's already in existence. It's your vibration that is keeping you away. It is your beliefs. It's the programming. It's that stuff on that internet. It's that stuff on them timelines. That stuff is strategically pushed out, strategically supported. Okay, social media is a social experiment. All right? That is supervised. So pay attention to what is being pushed towards you, and you control your algorithm. You control your timeline. All right? Now let's get into the rest of this message. We got the 8 of Pentacles, and we got the 7 of Swords in reverse. This daggone deceptive person, man, don't they always try to come back? These people always try to come back. Don't they got somewhere to go? Don't they got somewhere to be? I mean, you would think as bad as the people that treated you, baby, that they wouldn't even want to come back. I'd be ashamed of myself. All right, the way some of these people done treated people with good hearts and kindness, I'd be ashamed of myself to come back with a fake apology. They gonna come in like they got good advice. They gonna come in like they your friend. All right, they gonna act like they changed, and it's because there's money coming in. It's because somebody done use their talents and gift to make this money. Somebody improved to make more money. Somebody done did research to make more money. Somebody been saving, diligent, persevering, pushing, putting energy into their craft, leveling up, gaining skills, and this broke dusty, or this person with broke dusty energy, all right, trying to come back in and apologize, all right, and they can apologize, but they can't come back in. See where I'm going with it? They can apologize all they want, but if it's something you just feel in your spirit that is taking you back, if you feel like this energy is full of crap, baby, let it go. All right? Look, we got nobody wants them. Didn't I say, don't they got somewhere to be? Don't nobody even want to deal with this person. All right? Don't nobody want this person. Look, bad advice. They coming in with bad advice, but there's going to be some interventional guidance. All right? So you're safe. You're protected, baby. All right? Kick them out. All right? Somebody coming with bad advice to get you off track. All right, it's the Shanita frequency. I'm sending you guys love, prosperity, and abundance. Okay, and I hope that you transmute it, all right, and use it, all right, to your fullest advantage. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.